all will have our own to-do list. And I'm a person who try to get ticks to all the columns which I have in my list. So I didn't want to miss the chance to drive this particular car, even though the latest variant or the latest generation have already arrived in the global market. But this has got some peculiarity or speciality. Even though I driven the earlier variant of this particular variant has its own charm. So this one is the Audi RS7 Performance. A7, as we know, had a very unique styling. Regular competitors 3-box kind of 4-door coupes. RS7 was in our market for a while, and it was one of the best Audis to drive and enjoy its performance, and it's there in my good book list and one of my favorite. But I think I'll have to rewrite that particular column with this new car, because I already started driving in the morning, and it's an amazingly performance car with a power output of 605 HP and 750 Nm of torque, distributed to all the 4 wheels through the 8-speed gearbox and Quattro system, and a performance of 0 to 100 in just 3.7 seconds. And I didn't have any doubt when I calculated 3.7, it was accurate, it was 3.7 seconds. So it is an amazingly performing Audis, and really love this machine, and now it is one of my favorite over the previous RS7. We know that Audi has introduced the next generation RS7 globally. It may be hitting in their road very soon, but if you want to get your hands on such variant of the new RS7, you'll have to wait a long time. So I didn't want to miss this chance. I called up Audi India, logged this car, did my drive today, because I don't know whether they're going to remove this from their fleet when the new car comes in. So I wanted to quote it. If I had missed this, it was a great miss for me, because the performance, especially on the straight line, was amazing. It was in the supercar league, 0 to 100 in 3.7 seconds. Wow, it was amazing. So this mid-end torque and power delivery is something we really enjoy in such car, because when you are cruising on a highway, when you get a good stretch, what we can do normally is to just power it up, enjoy the power, torque, and enjoy that blasting noise which you get from the exhaust. It is brilliant. I'm really enjoying this part of the world where you have a good stretch of a road and a controlled traffic a bit. Apart from the driving performance, RS7 has got 4 different modes, which are the comfort, auto, dynamic, and individual. I was really enjoying it in dynamic, because that's the mode for me. I let the car decide what they want to do rather than I individualizing it, and I want to say it was the best experience to have this car from the morning till now. I've been enjoying all the bit I was driving it. The steering is also controlled according to the mode we are driving. It is getting tightened when you are in dynamic, and if you are in comfort, it is easy to maneuver very comfortably on the cities. Damper is also controlled, so you're getting more control on curves, but this is more of a track race kind of car. It's best performing on straight line than on the curves. However, the Quattro 4-wheel drive system is helping out on the curves to get more dynamic, and it's a known fact that Quattro is one of the best 4-wheel drive systems on the cars, which has been proven once again in this car. Wow, that silencer knot really tickles me. That's one thing we can really enjoy any moment when you're driving the car, no matter where you are in highway or city. Just throttle it and leave it to that backfire. That backfire really matters for an enthusiast. So let's pull out and check out how it looks and what are the unique features of this RS7. Among the 4-door coupes, the RS7 or the A7 is having a very unique styling statement. The design is very unique. It's having a sportback design, which is different from the competitors, which are mostly like a sedan kind of design. But I would say this is one of the best looking Audi sedan form available in the market, and you know the new one is again more detailed. But even if the new one has come, this still look very young. is to look upmarket, and it's having a very flowy design. I really love this design. Elements which are the identity of RS. One is this side view mirror, which has been given a brushed silver finish. The wheel is another thing, which is 21-inch alloy. It's a twin spoke with a very thin spoke, looking very sporty, and the graphite finish also look amazing. On the front end, the design of the RS it remains same with the A7, but there are unique RS treatment, which is a grill, mesh grill with a big meshes, and the RS logo is there. On the bumper, you can see a wider air vent with a vertical air intake, which is again a flowing design, which is actually purposeful. And the Quattro logo is given on the bottom of the grill. It's also again a sporty element. And this green color, the emerald green color, really blend well with this treatment and look amazing. And when it comes to the rear end is again a very crucial element of this car, because they are given a slopey sportback design rather than giving a sedan kind of design. And this is a very purposeful boot lid, because once you open it up, you are getting a huge boot space, which is very unique, and is a very purposeful one for this kind of car, where you can take a long weekend luggage very comfortably, and you won't spoil any space in the interior of this car. So again, the rear end again look really attractive with a Quattro design, which is inspired from the classic Audis, and having a very different lines, and the tail light also blend very well. And the RS is having a huge oval exhaust pipe. Again, is a sporty element. So design wise, the RS look really attractive and bit different from the normal A7, but that features actually give the car still a young look, even when the global unveil of the new model has come. Okay, let's come back to the interior. As we have seen in the exterior, there are few elements or features which are RS7 centric for this interior. One among them is this carbon fiber trim. Look amazing, actually blend very well with this black and the brushed aluminum trims over here. The black leather is again one of my favorite for a sporty car, and blend very well. There's a kind of two leathers treatment here. It's artificial leather on the dashboard and the real leather on the seats, and there's an Alcantara leather on the door pad, which again is a good gel between the smooth and the rough kind of finish. In interior, two things which really grab my attention is the steering wheel and the driver's seat or front seats. Steering wheel is a flat bottom, optimum size 3-spoke steering wheel with all the multifunctions over here. One good feature is that you can now do the drive mode selection from this control over here in the steering. Seat, as you can see, it's a sporty seat, one-piece back seat with a lot of support, and support from the side wall, which give you a bucket feel. When you do all the kind of stunts, you are not thrown away in the seat, you are on proper position, so you won't lose any control. It's a paddle shifter which you can use when you're doing a hard drive. The dashboard is driver centric, as we've seen in the RS7. The design is a bit different from the normal Audis. It looks great. And one other advantage is the rear seat, which is not cramped as such in the rivals. It's having enough space for a tall guy who can sit comfortably, won't touch the top. It's having good thigh support, and the knee room and the shoulder room is also very good. So as I mentioned, the all-new A7 is already there in the global market. We will be getting it sometime later this year or maybe next year. I'm not very sure what Audi is planning. However, this present RS7 is a very practical car for the day-to-day use. You can use it on a regular basis for your office or your business purpose. Plus, you can also take it, throw it away on the highway on the weekend, have some great drive with your family, or if you're alone or maybe with your friends. It's a kind of a good package where you're getting a good efficiency around 6 to 7 kilometers on a regular driving mode, or if you're pushing it to limit, I was even getting up to 4 km per liter. That was something which you won't mind spending to get some good thrilling driving experience, which may be a good relaxing element for a guy who having a very tight schedule on your daily basis. So until we get our hands on the new RS7, I think it's a good memory for me. Keep my pace high and wait for the car.